What y'all know about 7th Street Burger? I don't know nothing about it, but all you guys are telling me I have to try this. So I guess it's a New York thing. I think they opened about 3 years ago and they have almost like 20 locations around the city. They have a very small menu, which I do like, and I got pretty much their whole damn menu, except a couple of redundant things that I didn't think I needed. But if you all know me, you know I love a good smash burger, and this place does smash burgers. Y'all are gonna have to let me know though, is this something that is a common thing? They just be throwing the fries in there like Five Guys style? That's actually quite a bit of extra fries, and they seem a little bit crispy. This checker pattern with this kind of waxy paper just has a nice old school feel to it. So here is, wow, that's a, that looks like, Actually, you know what? I'm gonna plate up everything and I'll give you a closer look here in a second. All right, y'all, got it all plated up. Let me show you. Let me start with those drinks. These are, that's a Mexican Coke and a Mexican Sprite, supposedly. Let's see if there's any Spanish on there. There appears to be some, so yeah, wow, that's a pretty cool touch. On this plate, we have the two regular smash burgers. One is a single, one is a double. Those are the only options. These both have caramelized onions, pickles, and their house sauce, as well as a nice smashed patty, very, very smashed, and also American cheese. So this is a single, and here's the double. The thing about these smash burgers is they get pretty sticky icky, so I'm not really gonna be able to show you too close and personal, but this one, all right, here's the deal with this one. This is an Impossible smash burger. Now, I've never had Impossible meat before. I've been wanting to try it for years, but I never got the opportunity. You can kind of see what's going on here a little bit better, maybe. No, it does definitely look different, but it looks like a legitimate burger. I'm extremely curious about that. Here are the fries. Again, huge helping. Like that a lot. And here's what they're calling their loaded beef fries. And if you take a closer look under all this, what I'm guessing is just the house sauce, I believe they're just doing like smash burger patties, or like one or two, I don't know. But this beef under here, yeah, that's just a smash burger, man. So I've never really quite seen loaded fries like that. Here is some extra house sauce. And then they had one dessert option, the cookie. So basically, like, trying out their whole menu here. They also did have Impossible beef fries, but like I said, I think that'll be good enough. I don't have a bottle opener or a lighter. Usually, I always have a lighter. I don't have one these days, but that's how I usually open these. Spoon technique. Okay, I've never done that before, but pretty straightforward. This was about 70 bucks, I believe. So not too bad. And this was very close. This was like 2 blocks away. So it should be hot and fresh. Definitely not starting off with this one. I'm gonna start off with the single smash. Real class. Real classic. Y'all have no idea. Can't even talk right now. Y'all had no idea how hungry I was, man. I ain't gonna lie. I had a real good hangover going. Went out a little bit last night. Big group of peeps and jabbing, you know. So I wasn't feeling too hot, but let me tell you what, I feel like a completely different person after taking a few bites of this burger. Let me tell you, this might be the best. I don't want to speak too soon, but this might be the best smash burger I've ever had. Wow, dude. Let me try some of these fries. Hells yeah. Didn't give me any ketchup, but let me investigate this sauce a little further up. I realized I didn't even comment on the flavors or the texture of that burger. I'm getting a little bit in front of my skis, if you will, but We do have basically the same thing in double form here, so I'll have plenty of time to describe that. The sauce itself, it's nice. It kind of reminds me of maybe like a animal style type of sauce. It is pretty like thick, chunky. Really good. Definitely perfect with this burger. It's not taken over. It's not, you know, not enough. I mean, there's just a perfect amount and it melds right into that burger so perfectly, along with the pickles, the onions and the cheese and those patties. That's got some next level crust on it. On the bottom, there's stuff. On the top, there's stuff. And even in the middle, there's the cheese. So can't really show you the perfect smash, but look at that. Can you see through that? This thing just eats. Like no other smash burger I feel like I've ever had in my life. I don't know. Maybe I'm just still drunk. Yo, thank you. Thank you for recommending this spot. This is exactly what I need. I would be loving this. Even if I didn't film this video, would be exactly what I need in this moment. Look at that pickle. It almost seems like a house pickle. Wow. No. I might have to save that because I kind of do want to go back to back with the Impossible Burger. And I guess I will give it a fair shot and try it right now before it solidifies too much or anything. Definitely, I feel like the bun is different. It feels less greasy, which might be obvious. It might be what you'd expect. You're not gonna get any visual on this one either, but maybe a little bit. So I don't know, do they sell Impossible ground beef and you can just turn it into your own burger and just smash it theoretically? I guess that's what they do. They don't have it in Korea. I've had Beyond Meat before, but never the Impossible, so going in. Okay. That's not too shabby, man. That is not shabby. And it's not flabby, but there is definitely something missing. I cannot lie about that. Something missing, but I wonder if that's because, there's something about it. I feel like on one of those days, you could probably catch me slipping and give me this and be like, oh, this is a good burger, and I could get tricked on it. Depending on what else toppings and all that stuff you put on it. These are potato buns, by the way. It's definitely not as good, not even the same level, but it's still really good. And if you just gave me this, I think I might be satisfied. Just eating this alone if it was my only option. I don't know, even if I went to like a burger spot in Korea, I feel like this is better than a lot of burgers I've had over there, no lie. I just wouldn't really see myself getting this. I think it's actually more expensive than their just regular burgers. And I don't know, maybe if you're like, if it has less calories, I don't really think it even does. If it did, maybe I would go for this when I'm on a diet or something, but I think if you have like a restrictive diet or you're like a vegetarian, there's cheese on this, but I feel like this would be a pretty good option. Investigate Impossible Meat, man. I don't hate vegans, but I don't like when anybody, no matter who you are, tries to shame you for being an omnivore, you know what I mean? Just don't shame me. I'm pretty sure PETA tried to call me out at one point. Anyway, let me try this Sprite. So I've had Mexican Coke before. Never the Sprite though. So if you don't know, actually I'm not 100% sure on this. Right on the back, you can see the second ingredient is cane sugar and not high fructose corn syrup, which is basically the primary difference, I believe, also in these cool glass bottles, but more natural, you know, for sure, than American Coke or Pepsi or Sprite or whatever, you know, because cane sugar is just like straight off the cane, you know what I mean? So there is, I don't know, I'd have to do a blind taste test back to back. And drinking out of a glass bottle is gonna give you a different experience anyway, but I feel like there is slightly a different flavor on that Sprite. It's almost less flavorsome. The flavors are less intense, I feel like. A little bit muted. Not in a bad way though. I don't like overly sweet drinks. So this might be a happy, and I don't like, you know, if I can avoid overly processed food, I will, or will I? But no, I like these a lot. Something about them. If you've never had a Mexican Coke, you should definitely try it, and I think that's cool that they're selling them. They also had water, so only 3 options for drinks. Last but not least, actually, we got 2 things left. I don't really care about this cookie. I just kind of wanted to get the whole menu. But I wasn't sure what to expect, and when I saw what it was, I got real hyped to try this. Just a full, this is right up my alley. It reminds me of a garbage plate, or not a garbage plate, kind of a garbage plate or horseshoe sandwich. An amalgamation, y'all know I love stuff like this. Damn. Just getting big hits of meat and the sauce and the onions and the fries. This is what I do like. This is what I do like, man. This is all you really need right here. This is, man, like if you got a hangover like me, I guess one thing I would have liked to see is the ability to add an extra patty. That would have been cool. I'm trying to think of maybe some slight critiques, but I'm struggling to come up with any. And this is hitting different than any other smash burger place. I love Shake Shack. I just had it a few days ago. But I don't ever remember Shake Shack hitting quite this good, but maybe it's just the circumstance I'm in right now. Y'all know I love a good small menu restaurant, keeping it real. I do like, you know, when Shake Shack will do, you know, seasonal menus or limited time offers. I do like when restaurants do that as well, but I just like all restaurants really, you know what I mean? So if you're a restaurant, I just respect you. Like it's not easy to run a restaurant, you know what I mean? You gotta have that passion. Going off the rails a little bit, but yeah, it's definitely reminding me of that, you know, walking around this city, especially because there's so many like restaurants and hardworking people at those restaurants, and you know they're paying a pretty penny for that rent out here. So, you know, they're just doing their thing. I respect it, man. I'm kind of debating whether I should try to declare this the best smash burger in the world, or the best smash burger that I've ever had. Definitely not the Impossible. Yeah, the more I eat it, the more it's like, you can definitely taste it. You can taste something's a little bit fishy there. Still not bad, but completely different levels. Man, I don't want to say it, like right now in this moment, it is the best smash burger ever. So I can't thank you guys enough for forcing me to try this. I'm getting pretty full actually. So before I get too full, let me try this cookie. Now it comes in a package, like this plastic wrapper. So I don't know if this is like a homemade cookie or what's going on here. It doesn't, yeah, I have no idea. It's kind of, it's not like crunchy, but it's definitely not like chewy, just for the break. Definitely not a chewy style. Not a dry style, but more on the, if I have to say, it's more on the dry, crumbly side than the, you know, chewy, soft kind. I don't really know what I'm doing with this. It's not really hitting the spot right now, you know? Like, I never heard someone with a hangover be like, dude, give me some cookies, man. Y'all know those foods that you're full, but you just can't stop eating it? I'm gonna finish off all the beef parts of this, these loaded fries and then call it a day. Though I am very full. That's unreal. Man. 7th Street Burger? Is it burgers or burger? Hold on. Seventh Street Burger. So yeah, 7th Street Burger, amazing spot if you're ever in the city, you're looking for a good smash burger. Shake Shack's out, you can never go wrong, but definitely make a pit stop at 7th Street Burger too. At least get one of their burgers and try it out. I recommend everything except the Impossible one, unless you have to. But yeah, anyway, beware of all the extra fries you're gonna get if you do get delivery. I'm just getting out of here. I feel just so happy right now, and I was feeling pretty glum about 30 minutes ago. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.